You know, too many veterans have waited too long for their claims to be done, and so VBA has decided that we need to be very aggressive in how we attack those. We've got a plan that will end that backlog by 2015, but in the short term, hitting some milestones, oldest claims over 1 year old, so that by the end of this fiscal year, there will be no more claims over 1 year old. We decided that there were some of our oldest claims that we knew we had a lot of evidence already. And we wanted to be able to give that veteran a complete decision on what we've got in the record today, without perhaps having one last piece of information that may or may not make a difference. And so we're going to institute what we're calling provisional ratings. And by instituting those provisional ratings, we're putting an additional safety net, if you will, underneath that claim. We will let that veteran know we've made our decision on the evidence that we had, here's what we've decided, and give them another year of that provisional decision, if you will, to come in and say, hey, here's that last piece of information, or that's really important. But it won't be until the end of that provisional period that we finalize the claim and then still afford the veteran that 1 year period to come in and appeal our decision. So we're effectively giving them that extra year to work with us to get that last piece of information. The provisional decision will allow us to grant that decision and make that payment similar to any other decision we would make. So, you know, you go through the process and Treasury has to get notice and the benefit will go out. But it'll come immediately after that provisional decision. I think one thing to keep in mind is one of the things that we've done is define backlog as any claim over 125 days. Because we're working on those oldest claims, the over 2 year claim, the over 1 year claim, initially what we'll see is the bulk of those move. What we need to keep in mind is there is a, if you will, a highest priority claim where we've got a veteran perhaps who's a former POW or terminally ill or Congressional Medal of Honor recipient. Those will be worked as quickly as we can, so those highest priority claims will be done without having to wait behind those oldest claims. VBA has actually got almost 40 initiatives engaged in our overall transformation plan. It's around people, process, and technology. It's changing the way we're trained people. It's about new technology. And in particular, I would highlight some of the technology things that allow veterans through an e-benefits account to come online, to apply online through our VONAP Direct Connect application process, engaging in better discourse and information exchange with DOD, IRS, SSA, and ultimately building an electronic paperless system for us to process claims, the Veterans Benefits Management System. The e-benefits system and applying and completing your claim online is critical as we move into that electronic environment. But it also does some things that are really terrific for the veteran in terms of allowing him or her to be able to get into e-benefits and check what's in my electronic folder, what information is already there, and for those that perhaps are a little less savvy technologically, our Stakeholder Enterprise Portal will allow our veteran service organizations who often work with veterans to get access into those electronics claims folders and electronic claim and support and help that veteran. I would tell you that as they are looking only at the average days to complete for a claim, and that's going up, and we frankly expect it to, and I would like to see it go as high as it possibly can, because what that means is those veterans that have been waiting the longest are getting their claims completed. The other side of that timeliness number is really days pending, the work that's still in our queue, and that's continued to go down since April 19th, and I expect that we'll continue to see that drop. The initial bucket, if you will, of our oldest claims, we've actually completed a third of those already, and I anticipate by the end of that first 60 days that we'll have completed all those over 2 year old claims. We are making great progress, and I'm excited to see it. We're already teeing up, if you will, the over 1 year claims, with the target being to complete those by the end of September this year. Ensuring that as we have new claims coming in the door into the electronic environment, we're also taking advantage of getting those underway at the same time, so that as we move through this period of completing the oldest claims, no claim over 1 year in our inventory after the end of September continuing to make great progress on those new claims coming in the door, electronic or otherwise. I appreciate the opportunity to highlight some of the great work the employees out in the regional offices are doing, so thank you.